Hey sugar lovers! Today, we're diving deep into the world of sugar, its effects on our bodies, why it's so addictive, and most importantly, how to break free from its sweet grasp for good. So grab a healthy snack, sans sugar of course, and let's uncover the truth about sugar and how to kick the habit once and for all. Why sugar addiction is a real thing. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room: sugar addiction. You might be thinking, but sugar isn't a drug, so how can I be addicted to it? Well, the truth is, while sugar may not be classified as a drug, it can certainly hijack our brain's reward system in a similar way. Let's get deeper into why sugar is so addictive. 1. When we consume sugar, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine release creates a temporary feel-good sensation, leading us to crave more sugar to experience that same pleasure again. Over time, our bodies become desensitized to the effects of sugar, requiring more and more to achieve the same level of satisfaction. Sound familiar? Let's get deeper into why sugar addiction is a real and challenging phenomenon. 3. Brain chemistry. When we consume sugar, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine release creates a temporary feeling of euphoria, akin to what occurs with certain drugs. Over time, our brains become desensitized to the effects of dopamine, leading to a craving for more sugar to achieve the same level of pleasure. This cycle of craving and consumption mirrors the pattern seen in other types of addiction, hence the term sugar addiction. 2. Reward system hijacking. Sugar has a unique ability to hijack our brain's reward system. Evolutionarily, our brains are wired to seek out and reward behaviors that promote survival, such as consuming calorie-dense foods like sugar. However, in today's modern environment where sugar is abundant and highly processed, this reward system can become dysregulated. The intense pleasure derived from consuming sugar can override our body's natural mechanisms for self-control and moderation, leading to addictive patterns of behavior. 3. Tolerance and withdrawal. Like with drugs, repeated exposure to sugar can lead to tolerance, where our bodies require increasingly larger amounts of sugar to achieve the same level of pleasure. In addition, when we try to cut back on sugar or eliminate it from our diets, we might experience withdrawal symptoms such as headaches, irritability, fatigue, and cravings, further reinforcing the addictive cycle. 4. Emotional and psychological factors. Sugar addiction is not solely a physiological phenomenon. It also has emotional and psychological components. Many of us turn to sugary foods as a form of comfort or stress relief, relying on them to cope with negative emotions or alleviate boredom. This emotional attachment to sugar can make breaking free from its grip even more challenging, as we may use sugary foods as a coping mechanism to deal with life's ups and downs. 5. Marketing and accessibility. The pervasive presence of sugary foods in our environment, coupled with aggressive marketing tactics by food companies, makes it difficult to avoid temptation and resist cravings. From sugary cereals marketed to children to the ubiquitous presence of candy and desserts in stores and restaurants, we're constantly bombarded with cues that trigger our desire for sugar. The health effects of excessive sugar consumption. While indulging in the occasional sweet treat is perfectly fine, consistently consuming excessive amounts of sugar can have serious consequences for our health. Here are just a few of the ways sugar can wreak havoc on our bodies. Weight gain. Sugar is packed with empty calories, meaning it provides little to no nutritional value while contributing to weight gain and obesity when consumed in excess. Increased risk of chronic diseases. Excessive sugar consumption has been linked to an increased risk of chronic diseases such as type 2, diabetes, heart disease, and certain cancers. Energy crashes. Consuming sugary foods and drinks can cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels, leaving us feeling tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. Dental decay. Sugar is a primary contributor to dental cavities and tooth decay, as it provides fuel for harmful bacteria in the mouth to thrive and multiply. How to break free from sugar addiction. Now that we understand the dangers of sugar addiction, let's talk about how to kick the habit for good. Here are some expert tips for breaking free from sugar's grip and reclaiming your health and well-being. 1. Read labels carefully. Sugar can be sneaky and hide in all sorts of processed foods under names like high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, dextrose, and more. Be sure to read food labels carefully and choose products with little to no added sugars whenever possible. 2. Stock up on healthy alternatives. Instead of reaching for sugary snacks when cravings strike, stock up on healthy alternatives like fresh fruit, nuts, seeds, and Greek yogurt. These nutritious options will satisfy your sweet tooth without sending your blood sugar levels on a roller coaster ride. 3. Practice mindful eating. Mindful eating involves paying attention to your body's hunger and fullness cues and being present in the moment while you eat. By slowing down and savoring your meals, you'll be less likely to overindulge in sugary treats out of habit or emotional triggers. 4. Stay hydrated. Sometimes thirst can masquerade as hunger or sugar cravings. Stay hydrated throughout the day by drinking plenty of water, herbal teas, and infused water with fresh fruits and herbs to help curb cravings and keep your body functioning optimally. 5. Get support. Breaking free from sugar addiction can be challenging, but you don't have to do it alone. Reach out to friends, family, or a support group for encouragement, accountability, and motivation on your journey to a sugar-free lifestyle. And there you have it, the truth about sugar and how to kick the habit for good. By understanding the addictive nature of sugar, its impact on our health, and implementing these expert tips for breaking free, you can reclaim control over your eating habits and enjoy a happier, healthier life without the sweet stuff. Remember, breaking free from sugar addiction is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your victories along the way, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. With determination and perseverance, you can conquer your sugar cravings and embrace a life of vitality and well-being, one sweet-free day at a time. If this video resonated with you, please take a few seconds to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified when new videos are available.